You know what? Ascension, level 11. Ascension level 11, let's remind ourselves. Fewer potion slots, start each run cursed, bosses are tougher, elites are tougher, normal enemies are tougher, start each run damaged, heal less, bosses are deadlier, elites are deadlier, normal enemies are deadlier, elites spawn more often. Okay. Upgrade a card, random potions, transform, random boss relic. I like the idea of taking random potions actually, but we can only take 2 potions. If we transform to cards, we lose some max HP, but we maybe have a theme for the deck. And Juggernaut is an interesting theme for the deck. We can make a block deck with that card. That is one of the rare cards that you would like to see on a block deck. Berserk, I don't like. However, there is the opportunity for us to trade it away for something else. You know, if we get that question mark event that is the Bonfire Spirits. Oh, this is not great, but we take less damage doing it like this. The Bonfire Spirits, we could give them Berserk, and they can give us a full heal plus 10 max HP, which basically pays for the transform. So I'm kind of thinking, if we just wait on removing Berserk, maybe we can make that happen. It's possible. We don't need any of these, though. Anger is actually pretty good for really quickly getting through a fight, but eventually we're going to want to get rid of this card. So I'm just going to not take it right now. Here's the thing. If I just hit him like this, 1 strike kills this louse we can just... Actually, we're weak, so 1 strike will not kill him, but we can just, you know, block it up. Maybe Juggernaut would have been better, but there's no guarantee that it's even going to kill one of these enemies, because it targets a random enemy, of course. Body Slam. If we're going block, Body Slam is required. Twin Strike is better block now. And if we're fighting elites, we want to make sure that we can actually fight the red elite, the Gremlin Knob. Anger is good for a 3 energy deck. Anger is dangerous, though, because... Yeah, Viridi's correct. Unlike Endless Agony, it just gets more and more junk added to your deck. You know, you eventually can't play any blocks. I'm not the biggest fan of it. So yeah, I added Battle Trance. It is nice to be able to draw your strikes or your blocks whenever you need it, and it is a slightly rarer card. So I decided to go for it. Heal or remove a card. I'm tempted to remove Berserk, but let's actually remove a basic strike. I know we only have like 4 attacks in the deck, but I'm hoping that we can... recover from that. I'm hoping that we can add in better attacks from now on. So what do we want? I think we want Juggernaut upgraded. And I really do not want to play Berserk. It would make us take significantly more damage on this turn, so instead I'm just going to play Defend. The way you play Slay the Spire, you finished in 30 minutes. Abe makes Slay the Spire seem like a slow game. I mean, if I'm playing on Ascension 1, I'll rush through the game, but this isn't Ascension 1. This is Ascension frickin', 11. You kind of have to play it slow a little bit if you want to have a chance. It feels like anyways, because you need to, take your time sometimes. Consider your options. And Ultimate Noob is correct. I also, gotta talk. Find a way of justifying my own decisions, not only to you guys, but also to myself. Anger has saved you from running out of cards with a corruption run, says Fredacula. I don't see that happening to me because, by the way, we are gonna die, I think. Because why would you ever run out of cards to play in a corruption run? You still have attacks. Corruption only removes your skills, it doesn't remove your attacks. Unless you have Fiend Fires and you're not paying attention. You know, why would you ever need an Anger? You want an Anger if you have Unceasing Top. Unceasing Top and only one card in your entire deck. Anger. You can make it happen. You know, I like that idea of a combination here. We could technically hit up 2 elites, but that requires 6 question marks. We'll try it. I will start with a Heavy Blade. There is an opportunity that we can make this work and make a strength deck happen. But we don't need to. I would like Wild Strike, but I'm not going to do Wild Strike. Oh! Raise max HP by 1 at the end of every combat. That's really good. I would like a Wild Strike, but... not without an Evolve, I think. So I could do Campfire and then upgrade a card. We have nothing to upgrade, so I'm just going to go for the Elite first. Because there's 2 question marks after it. And actually, question mark is a really good card to have. Question mark card, rather. We get 2 choices, or no, we get 4 choices for cards instead of adding 2 cards. I had it mixed up with something else. Still, happy to see it. Not gonna get it. That's a good face. That is a really good face. So I think I will take Immolate. It's just too good of crowd control to pass up on. Even though I do like the idea of, you know, taking a Shrug It Off, because we will need block at some point in this deck. I think we'll just go for that, oh, the Burning Elite was over here. I think we'll just go for that Immolate just for crowd control. You know, if we get that on the sentries, we're gonna like it. So there is a 2 elite path. We're gonna go for that path, I think. I'll take Recall Pillow. And we will upgrade Immolate. Pretty good start for relics. It's fine. I'd prefer better relics, obviously. You know, these are good relics, I think, in theory. But I think it could go either way. You know, I would prefer to have, you know, 10 block at the beginning of every combat, stuff like that. You know, those are really nice because they can allow you to play a little bit more defensive on the first few turns, getting your powers enabled and stuff, if you have a power deck. I do like a Disarm. I don't think we need a Thorns. And I'm gonna go straight for the other elite, why not? I have to pass judgment on chat's choices, exactly. I have to think of reasons why you're wrong and I'm right. Immolate? We're gonna do this even if we don't draw Immolate. We did not draw Immolate, so we're gonna kill him, take 5 damage. Could take 0 with the speed potion, but we don't need it. You basically just wait for Immolate. Flex is nice for Heavy Blade. We've not fought the Gremlin. No, we did fight the Gremlin Knob. He was the first elite that we fought. We don't need Cleave. I'll take a Flex. Because we have Heavy Blade and I would like to transition into a Strength deck, I will do it like this. Sure. We didn't draw Bash. I could have waited to draw Bash, but I figured let's just go for it. I don't think we're gonna die on this floor. Although it is sketchy right now. Let's hit him. There we go. And actually, Strawberry is really nice. And if we're doing a strength deck, Sword Boomerang is really nice. And if we had things that add, or if we want things that add in, you know, dazes and wounds, Evolve is really good. I'm tempted to get Evolve just so that we can play it. Because it is really nice to have. I'll rest. We have Regal Pillow. Carnage and Anger is better for the early game than Heavy Blade. You're correct. But I like having Heavy Blade. I mean, here's the thing. When we took Heavy Blade, we didn't have anything else, right? We had one option. It was Heavy Blade. So I don't mind taking it. How do we... We can't get rid of burns, so I don't want to play Immolate. Immolate to me is not a boss killing card, it is a room killing card. I'm just gonna take the damage. He's weak because of the disarm, so I'm kind of tempted to just like let him do his thing. Although maybe I should have just played 2 blocks and a strike, I don't know. I mean, every time he hits us, he's taking a lot of damage. Bum, 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 bum. Also, I keep drawing Bash Immolate on the same turn, which is kind of annoying. But at least we're keeping him rolling around and he's not doing massive damage to us. He's gonna take 0 damage. We're only gonna have 1 block. Oh no. We've added in only attacks to this deck. We have no actual block cards. We didn't take the Shrug It Off, so... You know, it's starting to look a little funky. I'll play Immolate now because we've got to, I think. That did add a burn, okay. 2/3 chance of drawing a defend. Good enough, good enough. We get Fruit Juice, which we are going to take because it is max HP. We can add in a card, Fiend Fire, Bludgeon, Dark Embrace, Berserk. I do like taking Bludgeon just in case you get the opportunity to take a Snecko Eye. However, Fiend Fire is acceptable as well, and with Snecko Eye you can exhaust your entire hand for damage. We have no exhaust synergies. It's a tricky one. I think I would rather take a Bludgeon because Vulnerability Bludgeon is really good. But if we get Snecko Eye, I'm going to take it. We did not get Snecko Eye. Instead, we're going to take Velvet Choker because we do not play a lot of cards. So we have 4 energy, and we have a Bludgeon. I would like to upgrade the Bludgeon, but we don't need to right now. I think I would also like to fight the elites. Immolate is good against the Slavers. We have Disarm, which is good against the Book of Stabbing, if we upgrade it, especially. And we have Immolate, which is also good against the Gremlin Leader. I would not want to fight the Burning Elite in case it's a Book of Stabbing that gives you +3 strength. But we do have a path here that is 3 regular elites. So I think I'm going to go hard on this path. We'll visit the shop. We could visit a late shop and 2 elites. With a lot of rests? Oh, I kind of like that more. Because I need to upgrade cards. Yeah, let's go this path. We'll have 2 elites, 1 shop. I hate this. Fiend Fire for a fire deck build. It would be nice if we could, like, exhaust the burns, but we would need, like, a True Grit for that. True Grit would be a lot better. Bludgeon kills, but we only have the energy to play 1 basic defend after that. And the Bludgeon was a severe overkill. I'm sad that Immolate was the last card in our deck, by the way. That's a little frustrating, but... I mean, we only took 40 damage. Oh, there's nothing wrong with taking 40 damage. Don't worry about it. Thunderclap is already upgraded, and it does work well with Bludgeon and Immolate. We're going to take Thunderclap. Uppercut is also a good choice, but this is basically what I'm thinking of. Flex, Thunderclap, Immolate, and we can kill any bird with one attack. See, last fight, horrible draw. Immolate was at the bottom of the deck. This fight, perfect first draw. We are going to take 8 damage because our second turn draw was actually garbage, but that's fine. I'm going to take the block potion for now because we need to add in block cards. And Shrug It Off is kind of a perfect block card for us right now. Yes. Yes. Regen potion is nice, but we have plenty of potions already. What could we remove? We could remove basic strikes. Let's get that done. So membership card, Pantograph. It's a great combination. I'm very glad I went to that question mark. We got a little bit lucky, I think, with what we picked up, but still great. Still great. I'm gonna let him Snecofy me. Cheap Impervious. I don't think we need it. We could have bought the Impervious, but I really wanted the relics first. Bash Immolate does not kill him, but what else are we gonna do? I guess I could use a block potion at some point in my life. That would be nice. I think a 0 Intimidate is decent. I think a heal is decent. Even though we could add in some good cards, let's heal. Because then we can fight some elites and, you know, in theory, not have to worry about taking a lot of damage, not having to worry about upgrading necessarily. Let's upgrade the Disarm. If we find Book of Stabbing, we're going to want it upgraded. There you go. I don't care about adding in a wound for, you know, taking 2 damage because we're going to play Evolve in all likelihood. Yeah, we're going to play Evolve, so if we ever draw those wounds, we'll just draw through them. This is fine. We can play everything. We're not going to kill him, but we're going to get close. Okay, I mean, we took a lot of damage, but we got the job done. And I can continue to slowly upgrade the deck, add in some better blocks, some better attacks. Could go question mark this elite, have a chance to heal before the fight. Yeah, I'm gonna go that path. I don't need Potion Belt. Dude, Thunderclap Immolate is like my perfect turn 1 draw. Said I wanted to heal. Taking damage is not really what I wanted to do on turn 1, but, you know, we only have so many limited block cards in the deck. Bum, 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 bum. It's not gonna kill. But actually, the Flame Barrier will kill, so we'll just do it like this. I do like getting the +1 HP for the Face of the Cleric. It's gonna matter. It's gonna be like... I mean, it's gonna be 40 HP or something by the end of the run. That's a lot. That's a lot. I might just want to take like an Iron Wave. But it doesn't like fit the deck archetype. But what is this deck archetype right now? I don't know. Let's take the Uppercut. I don't think I have a deck archetype right now. I'm just playing the run. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of damage. Gonna take 11. I'm lacking in scaling. I mean, I agree. I'm just trying to find a way of... Oh, I should have just played the evolve. Flex cost 0. Just need to find a way of actually, you know, dealing with it, handling it. Can we kill him? 48. He's not gonna die! Well, if he's not gonna die, let's block as much as we can. And a 16 HP. There's no way we can actually fight the elite, is there? I wanted to, but... we need to go straight up to the boss and rest, I think. None of those are very good. We haven't found a single, like, strength up card, which is kind of hilarious. Let's rest first. We'll upgrade next. Because we don't need to rest before the boss fight. We'll heal for 25 thanks to Pantograph. Although these guys are both attacking turn 1, which is lovely. Impervious would have saved me a lot of HP. Only if I drew it on the correct... only if I drew it on the correct turns, you know? In theory, if I'm getting hit for 40 and I have no block cards in hand, yes, having the perfect block card in hand would have been really nice. We could draw Immolate. Nah. And now I don't want to draw Immolate, really. Don't heal, just die. Don't need any of those cards. Okay, so, I mean, this is our deck. Honestly, we might want to remove the Flex and the Heavy Blade. They just don't do anything for us at all. Sure. You know, I'm gonna keep the strength up. I don't know if it's gonna matter, but it will be nice to have. It'll matter for the Heavy Blade, even though it's unupgraded. Bum, bum, bum. We don't know what we're gonna draw. That's fine. Yeah, this is fine. I don't think I need to play Evolve. I'd rather just play the damage. I kind of want to play Evolve when I have, like, no other choice. If that makes any sense. I'll play it. I might as well strike. Like, it's not worth putting up 3 block for 1 energy. Haven't had too many opportunities to add in good blocks, but still would have liked to. We're still vulnerable. Ah, why are we still vulnerable? It's been forever. Okay. I mean, sure. I really wanted to draw the flame barrier there, but that's fine. Down to 14. So we have to play this. And I think we have to do damage. Gonna take another 4. He's not doing any damage on this turn. In theory, if we get like a bludgeon... No, he gained a lot of block. The bludgeon's not gonna kill him. And we can't put up enough block, so we got him down to 13. We got him down really close. Really, really close on that one. But we just couldn't make it happen. Oh well. I want to keep playing as the Ironclad. Because I feel like we're on the verge of having a really nice run happen here. Just gotta get some better cards, relics, maybe play a little bit better, get a little bit luckier. We can make it happen. Yo, 4 Elite Path? If we're going 4 Elite Path, let's go random relic. Well, I mean, it's some extra energy on turn 1. but I'm not happy to have Ancient Tea Set as my random, helper item. We'll try to make it work, though. Louses, you're going down. Yeah, I would prefer to have like a random rare relic, a better, defensive or offensive relic. The problem with the Ancient Tea Set is that sometimes it's just not going to be worth anything. If we're fighting Lagavulin and we don't want to... We'll transform. If we're fighting Lagavulin and we don't want to play anything on turn 1 because we're waiting for Bash and we have like a bunch of blocks in our deck, why do we care about having the extra energy, So I'm not going to go random relic because we just don't have any time to remove it. We're gonna fight 4 elites, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I wasn't about to fight 4 elites, I would do it. That's the TLDR on that one. But the other thing about Ancient Tea Set is that it's so specific. It's 2 energy only after you rest at a campsite. So that requires, that's 2 times per floor. That's like 6 times per run you get that benefit. That's not a lot of benefit out of the relic. Most of the relics, they give you benefits more permanently, It's a benefit on every combat. It's a benefit on every room or something. I don't like Ancient Tea Set, at least not to begin with, we'll say. Pummel can be really good if we can get strength. It's also just like okay damage. We'll take it. Focus on winning the current act, not the archetype, since normal enemies will kill you as easily. I do focus on winning as well. I take whatever I need. On the last run, I took just a bunch of attacks. It's like, I need attacks, I'll take attacks. I don't focus too much on a deck archetype, at least not early. I don't think. Maybe I do. Maybe looking at it externally, you're noticing things that I'm doing that maybe I should be doing a little bit better. I can believe it. And we'll hit him. And that is more damage than a strike, so we'll do it. We can probably kill him next turn, but we'll have to use the potion. Yeah. Which we should do. It's a good use of a potion, but... Okay, Blood Vial. I mean, that's a better relic, I think, than Ancient Tea Set, because we can do something with it. We do not need 2 evolves. We could add a pommel or a dual wield. Is dual wield any good? Dual wield pommel? I don't think any of these are that good, but we'll take a pommel, just for the hell of it. What I really want is I want any of those cards that are like... add a wound to your draw pile, add a daze to your discard pile. That's what I want. I want those cards. Well, at least we were able to play 1 extra energy because of Ancient Tea Set. Thanks, Ancient Tea Set. I don't want to play Battle Trance. I don't really want to play a Defend either. I mean, I could play a Defend for 10. We'll do it like that. I don't think we can kill him on this turn, though, but... I guess in theory it could have been possible if I had, like, weirdly perfect draw that might not even exist. I don't know. We could take a Perfected Strike and make a Perfected Strike deck, although, I hear it's not that great. It's a heavy hitting attack, and if we upgrade it, it gets better, I suppose. Well... Oh, damn it! Stupid Bash. do it like this. Maybe it would have been more You know, actually, wait a minute, that was stupid. The bash would have been better. I forgot that it was upgraded. It would apply the vulnerability for 1 extra turn. So that was a mistake. And we're probably gonna die to Lagavulin. You know, thank you, Bash. You've been wonderful. Thank you for getting upgraded and being worthless on Lagavulin. You're the best around. Alright, let's do it again. Or I could keep my deck thin and pass on cards. Altered Bees, I think that if you try to have a thin deck in high ascension modes, you're just gonna die. I feel like you have to add in better cards. And if you don't add in better cards, you're just gonna die. Because whenever I've tried to play thin decks in ascension mode, it's not worked out well. So there is technically an elite path. We'll try to go for it. It has to go through the shop, though. I don't really love this layout for Niao's Lament, though. I mean, we could take Rampage and thin out the deck, but... like, Rampage and then just get a 0-card deck. And then just never take any cards ever again. Sure, you know what? Altered Bees, here's our thin deck. We're gonna hit every question mark. Oh, this is fine. We're gonna hit every question mark, and we're gonna hit every shop and remove every card that is not that one card. That's what we're gonna do on this run. And I hate it because this is actually a really great shop. We've got some good stuff. But sure, you know what? We've got a Rampage. You know what? We don't need any strikes. Double tap would have also been a really good one there for Rampage. Maybe I should have taken it. And you know what? Let's buy a panic button. We'll buy panic button because, especially against early elites, you know, you want to just play... Oh, F you, dude! You want to just play, you know, maybe blocks on one turn and then attacks on another turn or something. I don't know, maybe. Like this guy. You know, if we can play the panic button, we get 30 block for one turn. That seems pretty good. Like this turn. Hey, we take no damage. Okay, it's working. I think we should take blocks. I will take a ghostly armor, because in an ideal world, we'll go down to basically 0 cards, and by going down to basically 0 cards, we have like 4 cards, 4 energy, 4 cards in hand, we play them all every turn, bam, zoom, straight to the moon. There's no more elites, I'll pop a power potion. You know what, Combust is actually really good here. Combust means if we block for 10 turns, we win. Yeah, you know what? I stand by it. If we can block for 10 turns, we win. Van Hades says he always forgets when he has Gremlin Horde. Gremlin Horn, not Whore. And he forgets about the extra energy. I usually remember, but sometimes I do forget as well. I don't always forget. Unceasing Top, I always forget. It's 28 damage. You know what? That is actually enough to kill. To kill 2 of them, actually. Didn't think about the combust on the one on the left. I knew about it on the one on the right. Forgot about it on the one on the left. We're gonna get hit for 1 more. Yo, combust? Thank you. That was really handy. Battle Trance, weirdly enough, does work because it makes me get through the deck faster. And if we have a hand that's Battle Trance, Rampage, and then nothing else, we're actually fine with that. So we could panic button and then play 3 attacks. Next turn we'll have a bash and 2 strikes. Strike could kill you, but we're not killing these guys with a bash. Nah, we should... I mean, we need to play Rampage. And then I think we block. Bum, 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 bum. Thanks, Gremlin Whore. Rude. Altered bees. Oh, you see, I usually remember it in the combat, in the turns, but then last turn I didn't think about Gremlin Horn when I was planning out the play. Like, we could have played Panic Button Rampage with the attacks, and then we would have killed an enemy with the basic strike, but then we would have gotten the energy back. We could have spent 2 cards killing one enemy, and then, you know, just played our hand. Forgot about it. I didn't think about it. Gotta frickin' think about it. Think about it. Think about it. We're gonna be weak unless we kill this one. We could kill him and then Panic Button. Yeah, I like that, because now he has no block. And really, Panic Button, you gotta remember, Panic Button, it prevents you from getting blocked for the current turn and the next turn, and that's it. You just gotta play it at the correct moment. I kind of feel like even upgrading it. But let's get Bash first. We want Bash, we want Rampage, and like that's the entire deck. I mean, here's the thing. He's dead next turn, so we can play Panic Button. Panic Button weirdly is like working. Whenever I get it like early in the run, I usually understand it to be a pretty good card. Did I just skip Reaper? It doesn't fit the deck. I'm not just gonna add in a Reaper when I have no strength gain at all. I think this deck can work, guys. I think we got it. What we need though is we need a block. I think if we add in a Shrug and upgrade it, that's pretty good. Yeah, Altered Beads said, maybe you should thin out your deck. And I'm thinning out my deck, and now I've got people telling me to take Reaper for no reason, even though it's a garbage card in this deck. Make up your minds, chat. Make up your minds. This is why I can't listen to everybody's opinions. I can't keep Ghostly Armor. I'm sorry, Ghostly Armor. Reaper's never a garbage card. It's more valuable in a strength deck though, and that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for good blocks and a Rampage that after a few turns just deals absurd amounts of damage. That's kind of what we're going for right now. And I want to see if it'll work. You know, I want to experiment. I want to see if a thin deck can get the job done. Could get Rampage. If we get Rampage, we can probably flip him. We can't. But we can block. And I'm actually gonna like go slow here, because every time we play Rampage, it gets better. So we'll roll him. He's not gonna be vulnerable, but that's okay. If I get Bash, I'll play it. No. I mean, so far I can't complain. The deck has been working. Are we gonna Panic Button? I think we're gonna. If we Panic Button, we're taking damage next turn, but I want to make him vulnerable and do a lot of damage on this turn, so I'm gonna play Panic Button. We just did like 50 damage, and we're gonna take damage on this turn because we can play 0 blocks, but if I get Rampage, nah. In theory, if I got Rampage, I could have rolled him. And I'll take 20 damage. I mean, we've taken basically no damage on the fight so far. That's pretty good. Okay. Pretty good. I don't think we want to add cards. If we want to thin out the deck, we have to remove the strikes and the defends. Adding in a card just makes it harder to do that. So let's say no to all of this. And let's Let's take Runic Pyramid. Extra energy is good. But Runic Pyramid means that once I get all of my cards in hand, I'm guaranteed to draw Rampage every turn. And I can hold blocks in attacks for when I need to play them. I think Runic Pyramid actually does work here. It's not energy, but we can, if we live, we can get energy on the next floor. It's weird. It's weird. But I think it works. I think it works. I think of Runic Pyramid right now as being a relic that means we don't need to thin out the deck of every card. We don't need a 4-card deck to make it work, you know? But we need to find a path through this floor, which is scary. We have like nothing to upgrade though. We need question marks and we need shops. If we go left path, I mean, is there any path we can go to fight only one elite? Yes, this path. Sure, we'll go this path. Maybe we'll fight that elite. There's basically no camps, but we'll see. This is fine. I mean, actually, 2 strikes. It's more damage, and it means maybe we can draw Rampage faster. Although we need to discard cards from our hand now. It's kind of working. We'll take 11. Unless we can kill him. We can get really close. We can get really close. Take the crown because we don't actually need to add cards to the deck. That's a good point, but I feel like Runic Pyramid is where my salvation lies. Not a strength deck, don't need upgrade cards, actually the exhaust could be pretty good, but we don't want to add cards. No adding of the cards allowed in this deck. We're gonna thin it out to make chat happy. And we're going to do that by immediately duplicating a card in the deck, and we're going to duplicate Rampage. So we have 2 of them cycling around. Look, don't be mad at me. I love Pyramid even if it makes no sense. That's kind of right. I kind of just, I love Pyramid. Okay, so there's my block. Rampage, Rampage. That's what I wanted. We're gonna panic button. You know... Yes, let's panic button. And in theory... Nah, I can't quite get the kill. Got pretty close. Got pretty close. But we're gonna take 12 and heal for, 6 at the end of the combat. I mean, we took a little bit more than 12 on the combat, but it's still pretty good. Don't need any of these. Skip them. I would like to have more question marks that allow me to remove cards, admittedly. Ooh, shit. I mean, we don't need a panic button on this turn, but we might just lose if we get bad draws in hand. Like, Rampage for 3 energy. Yeah, it's not very good. Game. That's, like, not good at all. Shit. Get these defends out of here, I guess. I don't want a panic button for 10 damage. I want a panic button when he's doing, like, 20. So I'll play the Rampage, and we'll play Battle Trance. God, I hate this. Fuck you, Snecko. Okay, that's when we play that. We're gonna kill him. But, look, it's Neko Runic, okay? There's not much I can do about that. We don't need any of these. We're not gonna add in any more cards. We're gonna remove cards only. By the way, I really actually like this. In theory, if I can do enough damage to them, they'll heal and block on the next turn. Which they did do. Think I can kill him? I think I can get close. Actually, I can kill him right now. And I'll just Battle Trance just to cycle the cards, and we'll play Rampage so it'll cycle around. Good. Real good. Admittedly, we don't really need to shrug it off when our hand is just getting full. Warcry does make sense because we can actually add one card to our hand. So I will take it. I do think it makes sense to add that. I'm not just memeing you. Should have probably popped that a second ago, but we're fine. This guy can be very scary. We don't want Panic Button right now, but we do want Panic Button soonish. Not on this turn. Maybe on this turn. Block for 32. Block 14 of this turn and then play on the... I mean, we need to hit him. Crap. I'll do it on this turn. Also, wounds. You gotta love them. Might as well strike. We're gonna go down to 4 HP. Well, Book of Stabbing killed us. I don't think, you know, 1 extra energy saves us there. I think Book of Stabbing just murdered us because of it's the book. You know? It's the book. The book sucks. The book is like a perfect counter to us, not only for the wounds, but the fact that we have to kill him quickly and that we don't have time for the rampages to cycle around. Let's take a rare card. Fiendfire, Double Tap, Impervious. Okay, chat, if you guys think you're so smart, what do we take? Double Tap is agnostically good. If we upgrade it, we get free attacks whenever we play it, and it will affect other attacks in the future once we get better attacks. We can double tap an Uppercut, double tap a Reaper, double tap an Immolate. Fiendfire is good early. It's an attack. If we upgrade it, it's 10 damage per card, which means if we play it on turn 1, it's 40 damage. But it exhausts cards. It might exhaust good cards that we would want to play, and if we have no draw, then it's only ever worth at most 40. Impervious is a lot of block. If we upgrade it, it's 40 block, and this is a card that we could have in the deck forever, and it'll always be a card that's worth seeing, even if we don't need it, because it's only 1 card space. Bound Hades says Impervious. NKDI says Fiendfire. NKDI says Double Tap is the worst. A few people have said Fiendfire. We'll go Fiendfire. I agree on the Fiendfire. I agree just because it's an attack on floor 1, and I think you need as many attacks as you can early. That's why I would take it. Kind of hate this path, but we'll hit up this elite here. We'll skip the Burning Elite on floor 1. And yes, I think it's worth playing the Bash over the Fiendfire there. You know, Fiendfire can come back around. Can't kill him. Ideally, you know, we would have 4 energy, and then we can bash into the Fiend Fire. That would be perfect. Again, it's like... It's 28 damage? What do we have? We'd have 2 strikes, 4 strikes, shrugs, defends. You know what? We'll go for it. We've thinned out the deck a little. Oh, I should have just killed him. I had lethal on that turn. I didn't have lethal on that turn. Just get 3 strikes. Okay. That was a stupid mistake. We should definitely try to upgrade that Fiend Fire. Okay. I like a True Grit because I like a good block that can thin out the deck, get rid of wounds. We have to upgrade it though. And we're not going to have any camps at any point in the near future. So I'm going to say no to Fiend Fire. Sorry, not no to Fiend Fire, no to... whatever the name is of the card that we just had 2 seconds ago. True Grit. I like True Grit. It is good burst damage, I will admit. Intimidate, Twin Strike, Blood for Blood. I mean, Twin Strike is good unless you have a lower strength. It's good when you have higher strength as well. Is this a strength deck or a block deck? I mean, it's kind of a Fiend Fire deck right now. I'll add it because it's an attack. Ugh. I mean... we have to play it... If we play it for 3, we can kill this sneaky gremlin. But if I just, like, strike... I can kill this one. But then we don't have the energy to play the Fiend Fire, but, like, I can poison him at least. I don't know. It's a bad draw, really. And it's bad gremlins. These are random gremlins on this fight. So, you know, I think we just got a little bit unlucky there. There's only 2 remaining. Gremlin Wizard does have to go, though. We can kill him. And we got lucky draw on that one to be able to kill him. I don't know, weird. Slightly weird. Shrug, Twin Strike, Dropkick. Dropkick would be nice if we had like a Thunderclap along with the bash or like an uppercut. Shrug It Off is good block, but I don't want to add in too many skills before we fight the red gremlin knob. Twin Strike could be good, but I don't want to add in too many of the same cards over and over again. No, that would be thickening up the deck too much. It's overkill, but I'll do it anyways. I'll still do it like this. We take 3. If we take no more damage, then that means we heal off the fight. So let's try to take 0 damage. Wait for the Louse to do a debuff or a self-buff on himself. Okay. We got Snecko Oil! Oh, I love it. Wild Strike is nice, but we don't have Evolve yet, and I'd rather take this after Evolve, because this is a common level card. You would think that you would be able to get this before, or sorry, after Evolve, but I'm gonna skip. Fight Lagavulin. What we want on Lagavulin is a bash, and the next turn we go to town. Well, I still think you open up with the bash, but I don't like that it's going to be the last card. A little bit of bad luck on that draw, unfortunately. And if we get Fiend Fire, we'll Shrug for the draw, Fiend Fire, do 40 damage. I think that's pretty good. We could have also Sneckoed, but I don't want to become confused. So, you'll forgive me, I hope. We could Snecko right now. Oh yeah, 3 energy bash. That's exactly what I wanted. Might as well play it. Don't know if you're gonna get a 0 cost. We wouldn't have, even without Snecko, we wouldn't have done it. So Snecko didn't kill us there, or didn't cost us damage there. Feel No Pain, Pummel, Searing Blow. Feel No Pain with the exhaust is good, and it's good against one of the elites that we end up fighting, but is it a good card to add in general? Not really. Searing Blow just takes way too much. Evolve is a slow card. Playing Evolve is not to make you faster, it's to make you not slow down in the future by playing Wild Strikes and playing the Daze, whatever that freaking card is. There's an attack that adds Daze to your deck. You know, it lets you take and play any card that adds a wound or daze or a burn and not have to worry about not having a turn in the future because you will always have cards to play. That's why I love taking Evolve. It's really, really, really good. I'm gonna say no curses. We'll take Sapphire Key. I think we need to also upgrade Fiendfire. Feel No Pain is one of the best cards. Not really. I don't think so. Caca! Caca, you say? Feel No Pain it doesn't do anything unless you exhaust, you know? We exhaust with Fiendfire, but once we exhaust our cards, we don't exhaust anything else. A True Grit does make sense with Feel No Pain. Caca! But like, Feel No Pain, it can be a good card, but I also think that it can eventually just be worthless if you have nothing left to exhaust. Unless you can add in wounds or something to your deck and then exhaust them yourself, you know? We have enough cards. We'll 9 block. I'm gonna strike and then kill this guy. Oh, right, Fiendfire exhausts itself. I always forget that. We're gonna get 3 block at least. Evolve takes 1 card draw and 1 energy, and you can have other cards do other things. Evolve is one of the strongest cards, I think, in the Ironclad's deck, but you have to combine it with the specific other cards that give you the benefit of, you know, adding wounds, adding dazes to your deck. Like Power Through. Power Through is ridiculous if you upgrade it. It's 20 block for 1 energy. What other card in the game gives you 20 block for 1 energy for no downside? Because when you play Evolve, you have no downside. Almost. Asterisk. The downside is if you have Runic Pyramid, you don't want it, and the downside is that if you have a fight that lasts 1,000,000 years, you can just fill up your hand with wounds, but most of the time that doesn't happen. You wish they'd show you wearing the mask and make it that much better? It would. Now that you say it, it would. Anyways, Feel No Pain and Evolve, both of them are like the perfect counter to the Sentry here, so. A second Fiendfire? Oh god. I don't know if this works, because you exhaust every card. I'll take it. We can upgrade it or get rid of it in the future, I suppose. But I gotta think that it's probably horrible, right? Give me the upgraded True Grit so I can target the exhaust. Caca! 9 will put you to 38. And you know, give me the block potion. Feel No Pain just saved your ass on that fight. Again, Feel No Pain and Evolve, they're the perfect counter to the Sentry fights. That doesn't mean Feel No Pain is the best card in the Ironclad deck. That just means it's the best card for that particular fight, because it is. It is just the perfect card for the Sentry fight. Okay, Fiendfire. We have a 50-50 chance of drawing the other Fiendfire. Yes! Because now I can kill you. It's substantial overkill, but... it got the job done, and we have enough cards that we can actually do something. I'll take an Inflame. Why not? If we play it before Fiendfire, we can make the Fiendfire that much stronger. Damn it, I forgot about the nunchuck. So we're gonna have to block through his big attack. I can do 40 damage, which is not enough to cause him to split. I can do... how much damage is this? 52 damage? Which causes him to split at 68 HP? Nah, that seems like a bad idea. I'd rather take 17 damage. I had to wait for the number to appear. Even now, I'm like, I don't want to play Fiendfire. I want him to be lower, and then play Fiendfire when he's got like 76 HP, you know? We're not going to draw Fiendfire when he has 76 HP. But we can play this and do 40. This is worth it, I think. It'll be at 55. That's not great, however, in theory, I can kill one of the slimes with the other Fiendfire in one turn. Yeah, so that's... oh, it's not gonna do it, though. Because we're weak. It's gonna be... I should have used the artifact potion. It's gonna be 36. He'll split, but I don't really want him to split right now, do I? What about... I mean, we're gonna get a lot of block. We could just Fiendfire this guy. Yeah, we could. Two enemies with 3. We keep the True Grit. And then we can... ice you. Ice you. Get some block. We don't have any more Fiendfires, I don't think. Nah. But we can put up a decent amount of block and get rid of the slimes, which is why I wanted to keep that card. Okay, he's gonna split at 27. Fuck. I don't know why, I did the math and I thought he was gonna be at 37. We're not dead. Don't worry about it, guys. I've got it covered. Ta-da! If double Fiendfire go for curses, that's a good point. That could work in theory. Go for all the curses and then just exhaust them all. If you can actually draw the Fiendfire with the curses. If you don't, you're gonna have a hand of curses and nothing to do with your turn. Impervious, Bludgeon, Dark Embrace. Impervious would be really nice with Fiendfire because if we get 4 energy, we can Impervious and then Fiendfire. Dark Embrace does have an exhaust synergy, but it's expensive. Sorry. We can make it cost 1, but we would have to have the energy in order to play the cards. Altered Bees says Dark Embrace. I think you guys are focusing too much on the, like, the synergy. Chat was telling me earlier, don't focus necessarily on the synergy, just take good cards. Impervious is a good card. Dark Embrace is a slow card, because you have to play it, then exhaust cards, and you play it for energy, for an expensive amount of energy. But you know what? Altered Bees? Sure. Instead of taking a thin deck, I'll take this card. We'll go for it. Now, Runic Pyramid we don't want. Although, with Fiendfire we can do a lot of damage, but I don't think we want it. Velvet Choker could be good. We don't play a lot of cards. Sozu, we don't necessarily need to worry about not being able to take relics. Milk Jug says Impervious. Here's the thing, with Velvet Choker, if we get Dead Branch or Corruption, we can't play it. We can't effectively do it with Choker, but I like it more than Sozu because I like potions. I like using potions and playing potions. I'm gonna take Choker. It limits us a little bit in that we can't get that super Corruption Dead Branch synergy to happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, this sucks. There is no path that we can take except for this one, in which we can only fight one elite. So we're gonna take the one elite path. I hate the second floor elites. Also Kaka. You know what? We can take another Fiendfire. You know what? I think that's a little unnecessary in the moment. The good thing about Fiendfires, and two Fiendfires specifically, is that we're gonna have a easier time on the floor fights. The floor fights are gonna go by very quick. I don't like Perfected Strike. If we, draw what we need. It could draw Dark Embrace, could draw Fiendfire. Nah, who needs those cards? Who needs them? Who needs them? Replaces itself. Gives us block on this turn. And deals 30 damage. If we play Inflame, this deals 13. It'll do 39 damage. I think you just go for the Fiendfire for the kill. Now, we could, in theory, kill him with the other Fiendfire, but I think we would need, like, Bash Fiendfire. Well, let's see. Nope. Tried. Rage. We don't need Rage, we don't need Thunderclap. Thunderclap is more of a Immolate card. AoE vulnerability, AoE damage. I don't think it works that well with Fiendfire. And I'm not even going to play the Fiendfire on this turn, because I wanted to play the Bash. I want that vulnerability out there. A Fiendfire on this turn will kill him. So there's the Dark Embrace Feel No Pain combo. Let's see if it works. Twin Strike, 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 Bash, Fiendfire, True Grit, Defend, Shrug. Alright. It's like we have a whole new turn. What do we have? Strike, Twin Strike, Defend, Defend. I kind of like it. Metallicize, I think, is a little too slow. A Sentinel could be really good, actually. Maybe I should have, not skipped the card and then skipped the go back button where I could go back and take Sentinel. Because if we could exhaust it, we could draw more cards and then play more cards. Could be nice. What's our path look like? A few question marks. Give me Sozu. Let me remove a strike, and then we'll head on out. I'll pay for it. Bag of prep. Now I'm thinking. Do we want to fight elites? This is not the ideal fight for us. We can draw Fiend Fires, though. Dark Embrace, Fiend Fire, hit him, then you Fiend Fire, and then you Dark Embrace him again, right? Right? So do 8, so do 16, it's not enough to kill. Just go hard on him. You think we can get him? We're not dead, actually. So let's put up as much block as we can. We're still not dead. And this is so much better if you have like an immolate or something. We have no crowd control. I mean, I was hoping for the Book of Stabbing, honestly. Give me an upgrade. You know, fight the Book of Stabbing, and then all of a sudden on that fight, you can, you know, burst him down pretty quickly. We're dead. We are straight up dead. We have 18. So. Snake Plant got us. 8 times 3 boy got us, like usual. Well, there you go. Thanks, chat. Great run. I'll blame chat for that one. Nah, I'm not gonna blame you guys. I'll blame myself for listening to you.